Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to...
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round.
And there's the bell to start round two. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Lands the jab. Miss with that jab. A hook scores. No rest for the weary. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Misses. The straight right just misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
I need you to get back out there. I need you to win this round.
The bell rings and we start the third. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Oh, and the right hook clipped him clean. That punch has been his best weapon all fight long. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Just missed with that jab. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
And another hook to the body scores. Nice counter shot. Talk about Alvarez in that last round.
What's he doing?
I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good man. Good man.
Put him back and then we go again.
And there's the bell to start round 4. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? No rest for the weary. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
And he scores with the counter. Caution being thrown to the wind. Both men step back for just a moment. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Stamina is off the charts. He misses with that straight left. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. They got the momentum. They got the advantage. How do they carry that back into the fray here in round 5? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. And that hook misses. A perfect counter lands. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get them close.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
They block the jab. That right hook not connecting. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower, calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. You'd like to see more jabs. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think it's...
We don't care. Go out there.
There's the bell to start round 6. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Both men step back for just a moment. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. That counter shot lands. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
A swing and a miss with the left hook. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Alvarez in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Let him back into it. And he's
Nice work. Good round. Good round. I like that.
There's the bell to start round 7. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That big hook doesn't land. Amazing knockout finish here. That was something special. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night, night.